Like I said earlier, this is already the 5th week. We are more or less halfway to our 9-week novena. The theme for this particular week is on fasting. This theme actually is taken from the Gospel of St. Matthew, chapter 6, verses 1 to 6, and then 16 to 18. In the Gospel of St. Matthew, he mentioned about fasting, about almsgiving, about prayer, but done in secret. Not to show off, in the synagogue, not to show people that I'm fasting, not to show people that I'm giving a lot of money and draw attention. He mentioned that do it in secret. Don't let people know that you are fasting. Don't let people know that you are giving almsgiving. Don't let people know that you are praying. Don't show off, in other words. And then he also mentioned that your Father who sees that all that is done in secret will reward you. I suppose what St. Matthew is trying to say is this: the good intention of what you do. It's not so much the fasting. It's not so much the almsgiving. It's not so much the prayer, but to do it for the right intention, not to show off. Okay? And your Father who do see that whatever you do in secret will reward you accordingly. Now, essentially, the overall theme of this special novena is the 3 pillars of holiness. So what St. Matthew is also trying to say is this: what is it for? What is almsgiving, fasting, and prayer for? It is about spiritual growth. Now, we grow physically, we grow financially, we grow intellectually, right? But this is about spiritual growth. So how do we do spiritual growth? Like in all things, our growth, spiritual growth requires discipline. And we need to restrain ourselves. We need to refrain ourselves from overindulgence. Fasting being one of them. Gluttony being another. Now, usually when we talk about fasting and gluttony, we associate it with food, right? I give up my favorite food, whatever that may be. Ice cream, chocolate, some people love cakes, for example. My favorite cake, It could be simple thing that we all like, laksa, char kway teow. Okay, this is our favorite food, right? So we refrain from overeating. That is always usually associated with fasting. But in this modern society of us, there's another kind of fasting people are talking about. Fasting from our devices. Your iPad, your iPhone, your computer, your Facebook, your Instagram, and so forth. Social media. Some people spend literally hours on these things, even when they're eating. Sometimes it's very comical. You see a whole family eating at the table. Everybody not talking to each other. But they all, sometimes disturb them. Why are you texting each other, is it? Just talk to him. Because we are so engrossed in our devices. And sometimes it's so dangerous, even when driving. People are texting. Which is very, very dangerous. Now, it may be better for you to fast from those things than to fast from the ice cream. Ice cream only makes you fat, right? But if you text when you're driving, you can kill somebody, Okay? So different kind of fasting, in other words. Of course, each one of us will have our own challenges of what to fast. Our gluttony could be not about food. Our gluttony could be about the time we spend on social media. Some people spend so much time on their social media they got no time to talk to their families. They go home, they straight away go to their room, turn on the computer, and they are there for hours. And then they take the food into the room, and they eat in the room in front of the computer. And the children are all over the place, and then not talking to each other. Now that is not good. Coming back to the Gospel of St. Matthew, of doing things in secret, almsgiving in secret, praying in secret, fasting in secret. The point is why we do what we do. Okay? Very often during Lent, people will ask, hey, during Lent, how many meals can I take? One big, one small, is it? They focus on the details, One big meal and one small meal. If I eat 2 eggs, is it big or small? If I eat half a bucket of meatball, is it big or small? They focus on this kind of thing. All right? So, in other words, we don't know why we do it. We just do it, because maybe somebody tells us to do it. Oh, big and small is like this, A piece of bread is small. A bowl of rice is big, But we don't know why we're doing it. Then even you do it, what is the purpose of that? So why we do what we do? And St. Matthew also mentioned the point is to focus on what he calls true treasures. That's why you give alms. That's why you fast. That's why you pray. For what? Spiritual growth. To look and seek true treasures. Now, what are these true treasures? Now, it's not just about merely doing penance with no purpose, with no focus, with no meaning. Sometimes you fast. People say, why you fast? Don't know, the Lord says so. Why you pray? Don't know, the Lord says so. Why you give money to the poor? Don't know, the Lord says so. That's not a good thing to do, right? So there must be purpose, meaning, and a focus of why I do what I do. Why am I fasting? Why am I praying? Why am I coming to the Station of the Cross on Friday? And so forth. So it's not just about doing penance. Now, penance is good, by the way, not bad. But there must be a purpose, a meaning, and a focus. So doing the right thing for the right reason is very important. Otherwise, what we do doesn't have any benefit to us. There's no spiritual growth, in other words. This is the key. Whatever we do during Lent, the fasting, the almsgiving, the prayer, the reframing and the restraining from gluttony and so forth. For what purpose? To lead us to God. Relationship with our neighbor, relationship with good, with our friends and our family members and so forth. Our colleagues promote better relationship. Some people, when they fast, they get angry, for example. They go home and scold everybody. Then why fast? I'd rather you don't fast. Scold me, okay? All right? Because I'm having like chocolate withdrawal syndrome, Because I miss my chocolate so much, I get very agitated. I scold people all the time because I miss my chocolate. Or I miss my favorite meatball, And that's not good, okay? But therefore, if I do fast, it is to promote relationship. That's the true treasures that St. Matthew talks about. Now, more important is that all this that we are doing during Lent for one purpose only, for Easter, to appreciate the great gift of Christ, the gift of salvation, when he died on the cross and redeemed us. And Easter, we celebrate his resurrection and eventually ascension. And that is why we have penance during the season of Lent. Otherwise, we miss the total thing. We just fast and we don't know why we are fasting. That is not a good thing. So this contribute to the pillars of holiness. This is about spiritual growth. So let us continue to do so and do it with the right meaning. So we continue then with the prayer, the Memorial.